The Sultan of Brunei, he's under fire for imposing Sharia law in his nation.
The Sultan of Brunei, Hassan al-Bolkiah, is one of the most powerful and wealthy rulers in the world, overseeing a nation known for its immense riches. As an absolute monarch, he has seen countless events during his reign. Yet recent reports suggest that even he has been deeply moved by the unexpected transformation of his former wife, Azrinaz Mahar Hakim. What could have caused such a remarkable change? Let's dive into the story that has captivated Brunei and beyond. Azrinaz Mahar Hakim's journey began far from the royal palace. She was a young and ambitious journalist in Malaysia, making a name for herself in the fast-paced media industry. At just 26 years old, her life took a dramatic turn when she met Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah. In a decision that surprised many, she left her promising career behind to marry one of the world's most powerful men. Their marriage in 2005 was like a fairy tale, capturing global attention. Azrinaz was given the title of Pangeran Istri, marking her as a royal consort. She quickly adapted to her new role, becoming known for her grace and elegance. Over the next few years, she gave birth to 2 children, a son and a daughter, securing her place in the royal family. However, life in the palace was not without its challenges. By 2010, just 5 years into their marriage, the Sultan announced on national television that their union had ended. The news of their divorce on June 16, 2010, shocked the nation and the world. Despite much speculation, neither the Sultan nor Azrinaz revealed the true reason for their separation. Under Brunei's strict Sharia laws, Azrinaz lost her royal titles, effectively removing her from her position in the monarchy. But one thing remained unchanged: her bond with her children. Rather than letting her royal past define her, Azrinaz chose to rebuild her life. With quiet determination, she returned to the career she had once put on hold. Before her marriage, she had worked as a journalist for Malaysia's TV3, where she had already earned respect for her talent. Her former colleagues, who had been saddened by her departure in 2005, were amazed by her comeback after the divorce. She re-entered the media industry with resilience, taking on new roles in journalism, television, and public engagement. Her growing presence on social media also made her a voice of empowerment, inspiring thousands with her story. Azrinaz's transformation was not just about her career, it was deeply personal and emotional. She emerged from her royal life with a renewed sense of purpose, proving that setbacks can be turned into strength. Her journey from a young journalist to a royal consort and now a symbol of empowerment has inspired many. Even the Sultan, known for his calm and reserved nature, could not ignore the profound changes in his former wife. The story of Azrinaz Mahar Hakim is one of resilience and reinvention. From the heights of royalty to the challenges of starting over, she has shown that it's possible to rewrite your story and emerge stronger. Her journey has not only inspired those around her, but has also left a lasting impression on the Sultan himself. In a world where the past often defines the future, Azrinaz has proven that transformation is always within reach. From the bustling newsroom to the opulent halls of a royal palace, Azrinaz Mahar's journey is one of remarkable transformation. Born on September 23, 1979 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Azrinaz grew up in a modest but disciplined household. From a young age, she was instilled with the values of hard work, resilience, and the importance of education. These principles would later become the foundation of her success, shaping her into the determined and driven woman she is today. Her insatiable curiosity about the world, especially how stories were told and how media shaped perceptions, set her apart from her peers. This passion led her to pursue a diploma in broadcasting from the Malaysian Institute of Integrative Media, a decision that would pave the way for her future. Imagine a young woman standing confidently under the bright lights of a television studio, microphone in hand, delivering the news with poise and charisma. Azrinaz Mahar had a presence that commanded attention, a natural ability to make people stop and listen. Her face became familiar to millions of Malaysians as she reported the news with confidence and grace. But little did anyone know that this talented journalist was on the verge of a life-altering twist, one that would take her far beyond the newsroom and into the grandeur of a royal palace. Her career in journalism was thriving, but fate had other plans for her. The profound change in Azrinaz's life didn't just impact her, it also stirred emotions in a powerful ruler. offering a rare glimpse into a side of him the public rarely sees. Reports suggest that her evolution, both in character and lifestyle, deeply affected the Sultan, sparking curiosity about what exactly led to this transformation. Why did her reinvention have such a significant impact on him? The answers lie in the story of her stunning journey, a journey that began in a modest home, took her to the heights of journalism, and eventually led her to a life of royalty. By the late 1990s, Malaysia's media industry was growing rapidly, and Azrinaz wasted no time in making her mark. Her dedication and talent quickly earned her a reputation as a skilled journalist. But her life took an unexpected turn when she caught the attention of the Sultan of Brunei, a powerful and influential figure. Their relationship marked the beginning of a new chapter, one that would see her transition from a familiar face on television to a member of a royal family. This shift was not just a change in status, but a complete reinvention of her identity. Azrinaz Mahar's story is one of resilience, adaptability, and transformation. From her humble beginnings to her rise as a respected journalist and her eventual entry into royalty, her journey is a testament to the power of determination and the unpredictability of life. Her evolution continues to captivate those who follow her story, offering a glimpse into the complexities of her life and the emotions it has stirred in those around her. Stay with us as we uncover the full story behind Azrinaz Mahar's stunning reinvention, a tale of ambition, love, and the unexpected twists that shape our destinies. Azrin Majid Hakim's life took an extraordinary turn in 2005 when she crossed paths with Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei, one of the world's wealthiest and most powerful rulers. Their meeting, arranged through mutual acquaintances, was the beginning of a story no one could have predicted. Despite their vastly different backgrounds, she a self-made journalist and he a monarch with a lineage stretching back centuries, the connection between them was immediate. The Sultan, known for his reserved and dignified nature, was captivated by Azrin's intelligence, grace, and humility. In a move that surprised many, he proposed to her and she accepted, stepping into a world far removed from the life she had known. Before this life-changing encounter, Azrin had built a remarkable career as a journalist. She joined TV3, one of Malaysia's leading television networks, and quickly rose through the ranks. Her natural ability to connect with audiences, combined with her sharp storytelling skills, made her a household name. Whether covering political affairs or human interest stories, she delivered the news with a balance of authority and warmth that resonated deeply with viewers. Her colleagues often described her as disciplined, relentless, and deeply passionate about journalism. She was known to spend long hours researching, fact-checking, and perfecting her delivery, ensuring every story she told was accurate and impactful. Azrin's rise to prominence wasn't just about her talent, it was also about her ability to navigate the complexities of public life. As a journalist, she understood how narratives were shaped and how the media had the power to influence society's perception of events and people. Her success was a testament to her hard work and dedication. Yet despite her achievements, fate had other plans for her. Her life was about to take a dramatic turn, one that would see her transition from the bustling newsroom to the grandeur of royal life. Her journey from the fast-paced world of journalism to the opulent halls of Istana Nurul Iman, the world's largest residential palace, was nothing short of astonishing. One moment she was reporting the news. The next she was making headlines herself. Azrin's transformation from a television personality to a royal figure in one of the world's most secretive and lavish monarchies was a story that captivated many. What lay ahead for her was a life of unimaginable luxury, strict royal protocols, and a role that would place her under the intense scrutiny of both the media and the Bruneian elite. Born and raised in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Azrin's journey to royalty was anything but ordinary. Her story is a testament to how life can change in the most unexpected ways. From her humble beginnings to becoming a respected journalist and eventually a royal figure, her life has been a blend of hard work, serendipity, and the ability to adapt to extraordinary circumstances. Her bond with the Sultan, despite their significant age gap of over 30 years, grew quickly, and their union marked the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with challenges, responsibilities, and a life far removed from the world she once knew. Azrinaz came from a humble, hardworking family that always placed a high value on education. This upbringing shaped her into a disciplined and independent individual, qualities that would define her path in life. She followed her passion for media and communication, earning a diploma in broadcasting from the Malaysian Institute of Integrative Media. With her talent and determination, she quickly rose through the ranks of Malaysia's media industry, becoming a well-known figure by the late 1990s. Her sharp reporting skills and ability to connect with audiences made her a respected news anchor at TV3, one of Malaysia's leading television networks. Colleagues and viewers alike admired her professionalism and dedication. However, her life took an unexpected turn when she married the Sultan of Brunei. Becoming a royal consort meant stepping into a world of strict traditions, formal obligations, and a completely different way of life. She had to leave behind her high-profile career and the independence she had worked so hard to achieve. Despite the drastic change, Azrinaz adapted with grace and dignity, proving her critics wrong. Her elegance and refined demeanor, traits she had honed during her media career, made her a standout figure in the royal family. She attended official functions, charity events, and religious ceremonies alongside the Sultan, quickly becoming a beloved and prominent member of the monarchy. Just a year into her marriage, Azrinaz gave birth to her first child, Prince Abdul Wakil Baya. The news of the prince's birth surprised many, as her pregnancy had been kept private. The arrival of the prince was celebrated with great fanfare, including a grand 21-cannon salute near Istana Nurul Iman. 2 years later, she welcomed her second child, Princess Amira Wardatul Bolia. With the birth of her children, Azrinaz's role expanded, adding the complexities of motherhood to her duties as a royal consort. Balancing her responsibilities in the palace with raising her children required immense strength and resilience. Throughout her journey, Azrinaz carried herself with poise, whether as a rising star in journalism or as a member of Brunei's royal family. Her ability to adapt to such different worlds showcased her remarkable character. Despite the challenges, she remained a symbol of grace, proving that she could thrive in both the demanding world of media and the intricate life of royalty. Her story is one of perseverance, adaptability, and quiet strength, leaving a lasting impression on those who followed her journey. Life in Istana Nurul Iman, the Sultan of Brunei's official residence, was nothing short of extraordinary. With over 1,700 rooms, lavish marble interiors, gilded furniture, and sprawling gardens, the palace stood as a symbol of opulence and grandeur. It was arguably the largest residential palace in the world, a breathtaking structure that left visitors in awe. Yet behind its magnificent exterior, the palace operated as a rigid institution, deeply rooted in tradition and hierarchy. For Azrinaz, one of the Sultan's wives, navigating this complex world required both grace and resilience. Despite the challenges, Azrinaz approached her responsibilities with unwavering dedication. She actively participated in state functions, charity initiatives, and cultural ceremonies, representing Brunei both locally and internationally. Her role extended far beyond appearances, though those were equally important. Each morning, a team of palace maids meticulously dressed her in custom-made attire, carefully curating every detail of her wardrobe and beauty routine to uphold the monarchy's image. Public appearances demanded strict adherence to protocol, and Azrinaz embraced these duties with poise and professionalism. However, life in the palace was not without its difficulties. As a junior wife, Azrinaz had to carefully balance her position within the royal household. The Sultan's first wife, Pengiran Anak Saleha, held the esteemed title of Queen Consort, making her the highest-ranking woman in the household. Azrinaz had to show deference to the Queen Consort while also fulfilling her own royal duties. This delicate dynamic often proved challenging, and despite her best efforts, tensions within the royal household occasionally surfaced. The wives were expected to collaborate on significant religious and cultural events, such as Eid al-Fitr, which required them to organize grand celebrations. While these occasions provided opportunities for bonding, they also had the potential to intensify underlying tensions. Yet Azrinaz remained committed to her role, striving to maintain harmony and contribute to the palace's legacy. Despite the glamour and prestige, her life was a delicate balancing act, requiring her to navigate tradition, hierarchy, and personal relationships with care and determination. Life in the palace was filled with unspoken rules, and these often led to misunderstandings and emotional clashes. These conflicts, no matter how big or small, were rarely addressed by the Sultan. Instead, the wives were left to handle their differences on their own. For Azrinaz, this isolation became one of the hardest parts of her time in the palace. Without close allies, she had to rely on her own inner strength to face the challenges of royal life. While there were moments of genuine friendship among the wives, especially when they bonded over shared interests like fashion, charity work, and raising their children, there were also times of deep loneliness. Despite her warm and approachable nature, the pressures of palace life eventually became too much to bear. The strict structure of the royal household, combined with the emotional weight of palace politics, began to wear her down. In 2010, after 5 years of marriage, Azrinaz and the Sultan divorced in a highly publicized separation. The announcement made on Brunei's state television on June 16, 2010, shocked the nation and beyond. Following Brunei's royal customs, Azrinaz's royal titles were immediately taken away and she disappeared from public view. While rumors swirled about the reasons behind the split, neither the Sultan nor Azrinaz ever shared the full story. For many, the divorce marked the end of Azrinaz's royal chapter, but for her, it was the start of a new journey, one that would redefine her legacy. But how did Azrinaz move forward? Stay tuned as we explore her new beginning, a love rekindled and a future reimagined. On May 1st, 2018, Azrinaz Mahar did something no one expected. 8 years after her high-profile divorce from Sultan Hassanal-Bolkiah of Brunei, she quietly remarried. Her new husband, Farah Khan Abdulhamid, was no stranger. He had been a part of her life for over 20 years. What made this union so special was that it wasn't based on status or duty, but on a deep, long-standing friendship that had grown into love. Unlike the grandeur of her royal wedding years earlier, this time, Azrinaz chose simplicity. The ceremony took place at her home, attended only by her closest family, friends, and the marriage registrar. There were no lavish decorations or extravagant processions, just an intimate moment of love and commitment. She later shared the happy news on Instagram, posting photos of herself in a stunning baju kurung, her face glowing with joy. The post went viral, with fans from Brunei and Malaysia flooding the comments with congratulations. For Azrinaz, this marriage wasn't just about love, it was about rediscovering herself. At 39, she had grown wiser, more reflective, and more certain of what she needed in a partner. She no longer sought a life of royalty, but one of understanding and companionship. In her social media posts, she made it clear that Farah met this need perfectly. Though their romance had only blossomed in the past year, their connection had been there for decades. He wasn't just a husband, he was a confidant, someone who had known her long before the world did. The news of her remarriage sent shockwaves through royal circles, especially within the palace walls. While the Sultan remained silent, whispers suggested that the revelation had stirred something deep within him. It wasn't just the surprise of seeing his former wife move on, it was the undeniable truth that she was truly happy, perhaps in a way she never was within the palace. For years, Azrinaz had navigated the complexities of palace life, enduring its challenges with quiet resilience. But now she had found a new path, one that allowed her to embrace love, simplicity, and a future filled with hope. Her story is a reminder that even after the most public of endings, new beginnings are always possible. Once the wife of one of the most powerful monarchs in the world, Azrinaz Mahar has since stepped away from the grandeur of Brunei's royal palace and into a life of independence, purpose, and self-discovery. Her world today is defined by personal growth, career ambitions, and an unwavering dedication to her children. Gone are the days of royal protocols and carefully curated appearances. Her transformation has been nothing short of remarkable, proving that reinvention is possible even after leaving behind a life of unimaginable luxury. The turning point in her journey came in 2010, when her high-profile divorce from Sultan Hassanal-Bolkiah sent shockwaves through the public. Stripped of her royal titles, Azrinaz was suddenly forced to navigate life outside the protective walls of the palace. However, rather than fading into obscurity, she chose to rebuild herself from the ground up, stepping into a world where she could dictate her own path. Now married to her second husband, Azrinaz leads a far more grounded and peaceful existence. Her days are no longer dictated by royal schedules, but instead revolve around simple, meaningful routines that prioritize her well-being and personal fulfillment. Health and fitness have become central to her lifestyle, with yoga, meditation, and long nature walks helping her maintain both physical and mental balance. In 2019, Azrinaz and her husband Pharaoh welcomed their first child together, a daughter named Rissamala. The birth of her daughter marked another turning point in her life, one that reportedly left the Sultan deeply reflective. He had once envisioned a different path for Azrinaz, a future where she remained part of his life and raised their children under the royal umbrella. Now he could only watch from afar as she embraced motherhood outside the palace gates. Those close to the royal family whispered that the news had moved him more than he let on. Some even claimed that, in rare private moments, he expressed feelings of regret, wondering how things could have been different and questioning the choices that led to their separation. But Azrinaz's story was far from over. On February 1st, 2021, she once again shocked the world with an unexpected announcement. This time, it wasn't about love or marriage. It was about new life. In a heartfelt Instagram post, she revealed that she was 7 months pregnant with her fourth child. Alongside breathtaking maternity photos, she wrote a simple but powerful message. This is not a throwback. What you see in this picture is happening now. The timing of her announcement was significant. It had been years since her divorce, and yet every major moment in her life seemed to draw the Sultan's attention once more. The marriage, the birth of her daughter, and now another child on the way all served as reminders of the life she had built outside of royalty. For the Sultan, these milestones were impossible to ignore. He had once held the power to shape Azrinaz's future, but now she had taken control of her own destiny. She was no longer the young woman who had walked into the palace as a royal bride. She had transformed into a woman who knew her worth, who had moved beyond the shadows of the past, and who had embraced a happiness that was entirely her own. Whether the Sultan truly regretted the past or simply accepted the reality of her new life remained unknown. But one thing was certain: Azrinaz was no longer looking back. Did the Sultan secretly regret losing Azrinaz, or had he made peace with her newfound independence? Stay tuned to uncover the truth. Azrinaz Mahar, a new chapter beyond the royal spotlight. Azrinaz's life today is a testament to resilience and reinvention. Once a royal consort, she now thrives in a world far removed from the strict formalities of palace life. Her days are filled with meaningful work, family moments, and a renewed sense of purpose. While her past as a queen may have defined her for a time, she has since carved out a life that is deeply personal and fulfilling, proving that identity is not tied to titles, but to the strength of one's character. One of the most significant changes in Azrinaz's life is her ability to embrace motherhood on her own terms. Though she shares 2 children with the Sultan of Brunei, geographical distance has not weakened her bond with them. She stays connected through frequent online communication, ensuring her presence is felt in their lives. Whether it's sending well wishes on special occasions or simply checking in, Azrinaz makes it clear that a mother's love knows no boundaries. At the same time, she is fully present in the lives of her 2 younger children from her second marriage. From school drop-offs and parent-teacher meetings to creative activities and meal preparations, she cherishes these everyday moments that were once out of reach. Free from the constraints of royal duties, she now enjoys a more hands-on and intimate connection with her children, shaping their lives in ways that are both meaningful and fulfilling. Beyond her role as a mother, Azrinaz has successfully reclaimed her career in the media industry. Before her marriage to the Sultan, she had already made a name for herself as a journalist and TV presenter in Malaysia. Now, years later, she has stepped back into the industry, this time as a producer and content creator. Her daily routine is filled with brainstorming sessions, media project planning, and collaborating with production teams. This shift allows her to channel her creativity and experience into shaping narratives rather than being the subject of them. It's a role that not only reignites her passion, but also showcases her ability to adapt and thrive in new environments. Azrinaz's transformation extends beyond her career and family life. She has embraced the digital age, using social media as a platform to connect with the public in a way she never could before. Gone is the distant, highly curated image of royalty. Instead, her online presence reflects authenticity, strength, and resilience. Through personal insights, motivational messages, and glimpses into her daily life, she encourages her followers to embrace change and find strength in adversity. Her posts send a powerful message: life after setbacks is not just possible, but can be even more fulfilling than before. Despite stepping away from royal life, Azrinaz's commitment to philanthropy remains unwavering. During her years in the Brunei royal family, she was deeply involved in charitable initiatives, a passion that has only grown stronger over time. Today, she dedicates her time and resources to causes close to her heart, particularly those focused on women's empowerment, education, and health. Whether attending fundraisers, collaborating with nonprofit organizations, or using her platform to raise awareness, Azrinaz continues to make a meaningful impact in the lives of those in need. What makes Azrinaz's story so compelling is not just her past as a queen, but how she has redefined herself beyond that title. While many expected her to fade into the background after her divorce, she has done the exact opposite. She has built a life rich in purpose, driven by passion, and deeply rooted in the values that define her. Despite the drastic shift in her circumstances, Azrinaz is not one to dwell on the past. Instead, she has embraced change, adapted to new circumstances, and proven that identity is not defined by status, but by the strength of one's character. Her journey is one of resilience, reinvention, and self-discovery. As she continues to carve her own path, one thing is clear: her transformation is far from over. What are your thoughts on Azrinaz's journey and the Sultan's reaction? Share your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing stories.